1MC3, and we're going to have a little stream today.
Hello, testing, testing.
Streaming right now, please don't do that.
Oh, sorry.
Every time, swear to God, every single time. So yeah, stream, we should have a stream, that should be fun. Streams are awesome. So let's head on over to Stateland and see what's going on there. I also want to kind of do some toybox today. I haven't really changed much on toybox, although I did change a few things on the forager game mode that I figure we might be able to try out. But I am going to soon. I think next week I'm going to have like a week of toybox, and I'm going to make some changes and some improvements throughout the week, and we'll just test it as we go along. That might be fun. But I'm going to head on over to Stateland and we'll see what's going on there. I've been mining the last couple of days and I don't really have all the things I want, but I have some of the things. What's that place called? I don't know. Mason had a name for the new player city across the street. But basically just take the Metro North until the final stop and you'll get there. Metro North, that's us. Refreshing adult beverages. Always with the stuttering. Just slap down an anvil and, you know, rename them something. Same way you would here. I mean, you obviously don't need to have the exact Q-Bucks name, right? Oh my, yes, beer. It is Saturday after all, right? It is Saturday, right? Haven't really been paying attention. Could be Wednesday afternoon as far as I know. Hey Ace, what's up? You guys gonna be up for some some toy box later today? Maybe goof off here a little bit first, but then we can head over to Toy Box and have some fun. You can't Toy Box? Oh no! We still need to do a station here too. One of the many things on the to-do list. So, I kind of forgot how far we got here. I've got like the ticket booths or whatever they are, and the entryway is pretty much good. We're going to want some kind of sign on top of that, obviously. And then the roads are coming along pretty nicely. That one still needs doing. So I think we can spend a little bit of time working on this. Let's go chop down a couple of acacias. Assuming there isn't a bunch of acacia here. And there is! Yay! You can't computer. Did you forget how? Is computering hard? Or are you just not allowed? What happened here? Oh, somebody messed something up. But it was me. It's usually me. I thought I had this all sorted. But somebody, and I won't say who, decided to change it all around while I was still working on it. So let's see what has happened here. I'm just going to tear all of this down and clear it out. It's easier than trying to fix it. This doesn't take long. And these have to go too. It's 9 p.m.? Gotcha. What was that? What are you guys up to? Anything good? Anybody building anything cool? Right, so these are all correct. We just need to do the same thing here. Okay, so this part was accurate, and then it got out of whack here somewhere. Right. And then the light. You're on factions with a cannon waiting for the faction to log out. That sounds like a really fun way to spend a Saturday evening. Also, I don't know what that means, but mostly, dude, whatever. The polar bears. I don't think we still have any polar bears. The two we were trying to transport managed to suffocate. You can't hear. Well, then where can you? That was a joke. No, well, we tried the first one through the nether, and that didn't work out. But the second one we were just transporting over land, and it suffocated. So, yeah, moving polar bears around is really, really irritating, it turns out. Am I out of purple? Well, I'm obviously not, because huge pile of it over there. I am streaming right now. That's where I stream. Yeah, I didn't even find those bears. Somebody else dug them up. No fuel. Darn. I had a bunch of lava buckets a few days ago. I'm not sure what happened to them. I should keep that with me. Those are for quest mobs. I probably put them in my base. I need to head back to my base anyway. I'm out of food inexplicably. I had like an entire stack of steak a day ago, didn't I? And glass. I need glass. We have white glass in the floor. Above the lights. I'm thinking maybe purple glass. No, I think the white glass is fine. Let's not complicate things. So I'm going to have to go get some fuel and something I can turn into glass. But first I want to fill in the gaps here. Well, there aren't really any by the look of it. Just a few. Okay, well, easy fix. Yay! The free stool laying eggs, yeah. So I have this code that, what are you two of? That allows you to sit on certain blocks, and the way it does it is by summoning chickens. Invisible chickens that are inside the blocks, and then you ride the chickens. It's all a bit convoluted, but that's Minecraft for you. And I've managed to be able to make the chickens not cluck or move around or be visible, but I can't work out how to make them not lay eggs. So basically when you're sitting on a stool, you lay eggs. It's weird, I know, but you know, it is what it is. Alright, glass. Why do you... Isn't that right, chicken? What's the wither skull for? What on earth are you on about? I don't know. Sometimes people just confuse me. So I'm running back for glass, fuel. What else? I should probably grab some bones or bone meal. I'm pretty sure I have a bunch of bone meal, so that shouldn't be a problem. DJ, I am what I play. I got believers. What are you guys working on? Something cool? You need to be small. I don't know what that means. Oh, that's a cool idea. I've been thinking about doing like a television studio. I've thought about like starting every stream with like a little news segment with any Minecraft news of the day. So I figured I could just have a little news studio somewhere where I could stand behind a desk and read the news. Never really got around to it though, and I might never get around to it because that's how stuff works around here. That's actually a pretty easy one. I'm gonna go after that one myself. It's not really fair if I spawn them in and go after them myself. Also, I need another 15 votes before I can get a key. I've been bad. I haven't been voting enough. Bad to the bone. Bad. Bad to the bone. Alright, let's see if I remember what I came here for. First of all, I need to put the summoning stuff away. Death collar. So many death collars and so many scythes. Okay, so glass. What's the glass situation look like? I don't have glass, but I have plenty of sand. For now. Or at least one lava bucket. It's better than no lava buckets. And some bone meal. I do want more glass. I'm going to have to go to the desert soon. Sand. This is all sandstone. There's some more sand. Suicide pact or what? That looked like a suicide pact. Ah! That's not good! Although that is a good way to make a minecart go really fast, apparently. Am I out of food? Oh, come on. Is it one of those days? Am I going to just spend the entire stream being out of everything? Let's check the furnace. There's pork chops there, but not a lot. There we go. Got an entire stack just ready and raring to go. Well, the problem with doing something like a bank is that there's no real in-game mechanism for it. I mean, you could... Well, you know what you could do if you wanted to do something like that is you could do more of a pawn shop where... oh, hey, Wops. Where people would come in with stuff and you'd give them money for it and put it like in a donation chest somewhere so that they could see that it's still there and then give it back to them when they've repaid you with interest. Yeah, oh man, there's such good stories about monetary policy in EVE and how people will like create banks and gain everybody's trust and have millions of ISK, billions, and then just abscond with all of it. EVE is such a Machiavellian game. Don't get me wrong, it's a very, very good game if you're into that kind of thing, but it is very, very rough. People will not be nice to you in EVE. Where Woffs go? Bye, Woffs. Hi, Woffs. Bye, Woffs. I think a pawn shop is actually a better idea than a bank, frankly. I think what you should do if you do that is get, like, players who are on fairly regularly and, like, deputize them as employees. Just, you know, get a couple people so there's a reasonably good chance that they'll find somebody who's in-game to actually pawn stuff for you, because otherwise you can obviously only use it when you're on, and even if you're on a lot, you're not on all the time. I mean, some people are. Did I get everything I was going to get? I only have one bucket of lava, which kind of isn't enough. I had a bunch, but I forget what I did with them. Hey, Creeper. Hi, Creeper. Creeper's gonna creep, man. I'm telling you. There's that cabbage again. So I'm, Waffles, are you on stream, Waffles? Let me ask. North. It's the northeast. 100 times a day, I'm telling you. Back and forth over the same road. Yeah. I have days like that. I have days that'll be on for most of the day. And I have days that I... basically can't be Rs. I've been playing a lot of Stellaris. It's a really good space strategy 4X kind of thing. And it's been, you know, it's one of those hugely time-consuming games. Where you just start it up thinking you'll play for an hour or so, and suddenly it's 4 in the morning. I think the first game that ever did that to me was one of the Civilizations, or maybe one of the Sim Cities. Might have been like SimCity 3000. God, that game was so much fun. SimCity 4 was excellent too, and then Maxis did that new SimCity with the tiny little city sizes, and it was just such a disappointment. It wasn't Maxis, it was Electronic Arts that screwed it up. I made a few modifications to the way network traffic is handled. Specifically, it turns out, because we use a Bungie network, I was compressing the data packages internally, which was a terrible idea, and I wasn't really compressing them externally, which is a less terrible idea. But I've fixed the compression stuff, and I'm hoping that'll help clear up bandwidth during the very busy hours. I mean, technically right now is a very busy hour, and everything seems to be okay, but not great. You were right in front of stately land with a polar bear. How did you get right in front of stately land with a polar bear? I mean, don't get me wrong, that's excellent, but I've never even gotten close. Anyway, so we're doing some glass, and while we're waiting for that, let's get the verges set up here. I fell in a hole. Five players isn't busy. It's what I mean by the busy hour is it's a high traffic hour, specifically for our host. And I've noticed when the host has high traffic, the server tends to slow down even when there's not a whole lot of traffic going specifically to the server. Ah! Oh, come on. Pay attention, Stately. What the hell do you think you're doing? Uh-oh. Well, that one's gonna have to stay for a bit. God, I love being able to hold torches in the offhand when you're mining and stuff, so you have local lighting, but it is so irritating when you keep accidentally placing them. Alright, good luck, Woffs. Bang. Play so much Toybox that I now associate that sound with the Toybox game ending. Sleeping in the job? Yeah. Roger that, Woffs. iPads. They're bound to be good for something, right? I have one. I have an old one. the old iPad 1. I never used it much. I got a Nexus 10 at one point, and that thing sees a lot of use. That's a really nice tablet. That might be a bit too much, but it'll get used. Oh man. Do we seriously have to tell people not to grief still? Is that still a thing? That makes me sad. So I'm not sure. Oregon had a fountain design on planning. That he wanted to build in the center area here, but I haven't seen him in a few days, so I'm still not sure if that's still going to happen. We'll see. One more. Come on, give me one more. That'll give me a nice round number. To Whitefield. Yeah, there's a bunch of trails, I mean rails already laid out. I think Mason put them there to move polar bear, but actually getting the polar bear, there's one polar bear left that I know of. Isn't that over at your place though? Oh, is that the polar bear that died? So we're totally out of polar bears in that case. Which means our polar bear exhibit is going to be somewhat uninteresting for now. What is going on? Oops. Well, actually, I can put that on the corners, right? Yeah, sure. Why not? Not with Toddy? Toddy. I don't know what Toddy is. It sounds amusing though. Then again, I am pretty easily amused. So, the coaster works. It's actually kind of fun. It needs, he's gone with the exposed redstone look. That's cool. Needs a little bit of work. I think the floor needs to not be dirt. I think the thing would work better if it was, you know, just like stone slabs or something. I'm streaming on Twitch. Am I not streaming on Twitch? Let me double check, make sure I'm actually on Twitch, because now I'm wondering. Sorry about that. I am apparently not streaming on Twitch. Very weird. I'm not sure why. I'll have to look into it. But I'm not going to stop now. It'll have to wait until tomorrow. Okay, so this will... I'll talk to Zippy about how to integrate this all. Like I said, I think one thing we need to do is replace the grass here. Destiny? Yeah. You're having a rough day with the technology, huh? I know that feeling. I have days like that occasionally. Always just makes you want to fly into a murderous rampage. days when nothing works. And they're fairly common, you know. Technology, you'd think, should be fairly reliable and simple by now, but it never is. Just never is. Okay, my inventory appears to be full again, because that never happens, right? What connect you get? I can always use more. I think what I have right now is enough for my immediate needs, but yeah, I could definitely use some more gold. Destiny 2, the new one. Wait, they're not releasing Destiny 2 for the PS3 though, are they? Or are you talking about the old Destiny? Last year's Destiny, so to speak. So next week, I think next week is going to be our week of Toybox. We're going to spend more time doing Toybox, not all of the time because that would get boring, but I'm also going to do a bunch of modifications, changes, and improvements throughout the week. So hopefully we'll have something new to test out every day during the week next week. That should be fun. Yeah, I haven't played it either. I've heard, you know, pretty good things about it, but I never have actually gotten around to picking it up on any platform. How are we doing on the glass? Still doing. But I don't urgently need any right now. What I need right now is what I have in my hand. Some guy hit level 1000 on Overwatch, like today or yesterday. The very first level 1000 player, which, if you ask me, seems like a bit much. But hey, you pick up a game and you're having a lot of fun with it, knock yourself out. I mean, possibly literally, as the case may be. Let's see, so now we have to do a bunch of pillars. What about the stuff showing? I'm not really sure what these guys are talking about. Oh yeah, I did like competitive season. I didn't play much. I think I got something pathetic. I think I ended up level 42 or something. Something like fairly embarrassingly bad. But that's okay because I'm a fairly embarrassingly bad player. Fair's fair, right? That's not quite right. This one's off. Oh, one of them's off. I guess it doesn't really matter which one. Where do you find it? Is he like a million miles away or not too bad? Alrighty. I think it's this one that's wrong again. And white fell spawn, so you can't use it. Don't know what that means. Oh, and slabs. I still need a bunch more slabs, don't I? Of course I do. Something to play on PS3. Got any decent games? You can't grab polar bears with a lead anyway, can you? And if you could put those guys on leads, that would be a lot easier. But I'm pretty sure you can't. If you could put polar bears on leads, we'd have them all here. Like literally all of the polar bears. You can use a lead on polar bears. Is that what you're telling me? I wish I knew that. That would have made everything a lot easier. Okay, and then we put this in place, and then we just need to find more sea lanterns. And those seem to have disappeared. We just have a bunch of different chests, so I don't know. There might still be some around here somewhere. Or maybe not, as the case may be. Alright. I am going to go check out this polar bear rumor. I guess I'll run back to base and grab some leads. Unless I have some in my ender chest, which I don't. Oh, come on. Bastard. All right, I'll head on over. Yeah, I'm gonna grab a lead on the way. But then I'll come check it out, because I'm pretty sure I've tried to lead a polar bear before. You know, I'm not sure either. I don't know what the spawn rules for polar bears are. The wiki should be fairly specific on it. It's usually very precise about spawn rules for individual species. Red Dead Redemption waffles. That's always a good way to kill 2 hours on a PS3. Hey, you don't need my permission to build anything. while I'm going hunting polar bears anyway. But after that, I'll come on over and check it out. Where do I keep my leads? This chest would make sense, maybe? It's mostly just junk. Here, one lead. Hopefully that'll be enough. The Last of Us, I still haven't played that. Second playthrough, have you finished it? I was saying Red Dead, but if you didn't bring it. Alright, there's still no rail down that way. That's still a project that's kind of ongoing. I have a tunnel dug all the way down to Whitefield, single wide. And I need to get back on that one of these days, get it done. Yeah, there are persistent rumors that Rockstar is close to announcing a sequel to Red Dead, but it hasn't happened yet. Probably, I like to hope. They have the game done, but they haven't come up with a good R word yet. Revolution, though. It would almost have to be like Red Dead Revolution, right? Multiplayer or poker. Well, why don't you just start over? Make a new save. Start from scratch. Get a mind wipe so you can't remember anything about it. And Bob's your uncle, Whitefield. Here we go. You'd think I, of all people, would know where everything is by now. You'd be wrong. So, Woffs, I was looking at Discourse, and I think maybe we made the wrong choice of forum software. Because Discourse looks really nice. Not Discord, Discourse. And I could probably set it up pretty easily. Are you at all familiar with Discourse? Because PHPBB is just so 10 years ago. Okay, so let's... You can put leads on polar bears. Well, learn something new every day. Alright, let's get this guy over to the polar bear exhibit. We were trying to move him around by a minecart. So your job, Ace, is to keep creepers off of him. Come on, bear. Undead Nightmare, there you go. Hey, now you're onto something. Apparently it's excellent. I only really just played the first little bit. And I don't have it anymore. I sold all of my 360 games in a fit of pique. And I kind of wish I kept Red Dead and the Mass Effects. But I didn't. I can always get them again. They're not that expensive these days. Come on, boy. Oh, he's confused. This way. Here, bear. Who's a good polar bear? Is it you? Yes, it is. You're a good polar bear. Where you at, Ace? Ah! No! Creeper. Oh, crap. Well, that went poorly. Well, he's mad at me, so... I guess he'll keep following me. I guess that's good. You don't like zombie games? Like in general? I don't know, man. Left 4 Dead is pretty badass. I don't like all zombie games, but I like Left 4 Dead. I don't think I need the lead. He's still pissed off at me. He might stay pissed off at me forever, I'm not sure. But just in case, we'll keep him on the lead. I just need to keep moving or he's going to murder me real good. Oh, if I knew this, I would have spent so much less time trying to move these poor guys around in minecarts. The Walking Dead. Yeah, you're like a huge Walking Dead fan. Witches get stitches. Oh, she dropped a clue. Polar bear's still out to get me. Is that clue any good? I don't have any inventory slots, that's why I can't stop. Have literally none of you ever stopped to read the rules about any part of the server? Because this polar bear, I don't need the lead. He's just pissed off at me. He's chasing me across country right now. Munith? Yeah, check it. We don't need that one. We need Weird and the Spiders. Ah! Well, that was just bum luck, but he didn't go off on me, so it's fine. Still mad at me? Do they stay mad indefinitely? I don't know, maybe they do. I guess we'll find out if I stop. Survival Instinct, which one's that? Hey Rocky Weird Crazy, welcome to the stream. How you doing? I'm a little unclear about why the Twitch stream didn't start today. I use what's it called? XSplit? No, not XSplit. Stream.io? Beam? I don't know. There's something I use to stream on both at the same time, and this is the first time it's, to my knowledge at least, this is the first time it's failed on me. What did you just realize, like, right now? Is he still mad at me? Oh yeah, he's still mad. That's fine. I just need to keep moving. Cookies are now called biscuits. Biscuits. I use OBS, which is kind of like the only option these days, unless you use XSplit. But I have an account with, I think it's restream.io, that splits the stream and streams to both YouTube and Twitch at the same time, and I've been using that for maybe 3 or 4 months now, and this is the first time it's not worked properly, so I don't know what that means, but I'll check in. It's probably just a glitch with Twitch. Twitch has been increasingly awful to small streamers over the last year or so. They just, unless you have thousands of viewers, they could care less about you. Not that YouTube cares about me, but at least they're not, you know, purposefully neglectful. Hey, horsey. Gotta get out of the way. There's a polar bear coming through. Thanks, you really protected us from that mean polar bear there. I wish people wouldn't put torches in the middle of roads. I mean, I do appreciate lighting the place up, but put it on the sides. No, don't take those down. Those are good. Just not in the middle of the road is all. Along the sides is fine. I guess I'm setting the wrong example. I'll stop knocking them down now. I think Lost is going to crash. And burn. Crash and burn. Alright, let's drag him in off the side here. That should work just fine, I think. Just haul him up here. Yeah. Now I need to get... And he's going to hit me a couple times, I suspect. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, he's still mad. He's still mad. And now we need to get him into the enclosure. Can you break this fence segment here, please? Actually, I can probably do it. I don't want to hit the bear. Give him a push, man. Get behind him and give him a push. Aha! Okay. Ooh, loot crate. Don't you just love it when you surface and there's a loot crate right there? Q-Bucks! Give Q-Bucks, please. I don't have any inventory slots for Q-Bucks. How sucky is that? 4 of them, that's not bad. Cool. Alright, excellent. I got it. Thank you. Not sure why I have an empty glass bottle. Oh, Witch must have dropped it. Well, he can't get out, so that's okay. The fence is mostly just to keep people from dropping in, I suspect. But what I was thinking, actually, is that this would look better. Thanks, Ace, for the help and for finding the polar bear. I really appreciate it. Well, it's better than none. But what I was thinking is that this would look better with glass. So I think I'm going to give that a go. Just white glass. Which should be a bunch of in here. And indeed there is. What happened to my inventory? Why do I always manage to fill up my inventory within like 20 minutes of anything I do? Bunch of random stuff here. Okay. So, more glass? Yes, thank you. Make it white. No colors anymore. I want them to turn white. That's not right. Something like that. That's more than enough, right? I think this should be enough. If you give me the cords, are you close enough that you can get your stuff back, or should I chest it up for you? This is new. This is... Well, the problem with shaders at night is that most of the lighting in-game gets rendered as being incredibly orange. Alright, that's not far. Hold on. I have a couple chests. I should be able to get to your stuff pretty quickly. Two-part tutorial videos. Well, bear in mind that YouTube used to have a 15-minute video limit. So what did he say for those coordinates? -771, -1521. It's along the road, right? Yeah. So a lot of things ended up having to get split up. Here we go. So, let me make sure I only have one free inventory slot. That makes doing this a lot easier. Oh, I only made one chest. Probably should have made two. One's never enough. But we'll see. Looks like in this case it might be. I don't know if I've stolen any of your pearls or anything like that, but I think that's all of your stuff. Here, I'll throw in a splash potion of healing for you as well, just in case you need it. Alright, yeah, I'll be right over. Let me make sure the polar bear is secure. Your stuff is secure, Ace. He split a 2-minute video into 2 parts, really? I don't know, that just seems stupid. But, you know, some people are just plain stupid. So what are we going to call our polar bear, guys? I guess he's secure in here. This chest needs to go. I'm going to just take the Vanguard Blade for safekeeping and break it. That'll be fine. And then we're going to have to kill the cow, because the cow is obviously not a real polar bear. Oh, come on. There must be some kind of special French Quebec name for a polar bear. Shall we call him Poutine? Poutine the polar bear? Oh no, don't do that. Poutine the polar bear. Alright, well, Poutine it is. I have some name tags. Whoops. Okay, well, what else have you got? The only problem is, I think maybe we might want to change some of this water to like snow or something, because I get the idea that mobs get stuck in there and never really come out. I don't know, he seems to be... Well, I'm not sure. I'm thinking maybe we need to make the pond a little smaller or do something. The fence is to keep people from falling into the enclosure, by the way, not to keep the mobs in, because they're fine. It's too high, they can't get over it. 2 is in TWO. Yeah, baby zombies are utter, complete jerks. They're total assholes. I mean, in 1.8, none of the mobs were like remotely threatening, but since 1.9, baby zombies have just been a pain in the butt. And Endermen and skeletons are much eviler now too, which is good. You know, it's nice that the mobs are a bit of a challenge. You'd think in hard mode the local wildlife should at least be able to put up a fight, right? What's up, Candy? There we go. Now we can, I guess, kill his little pig friend. Sorry. Little pig friend. And kill his little cow friend. Your sister stealing the internet. Yeah, and I'm thinking maybe some snow here. But we can get some snow and come back. That'll be fine. So there it is. We finally have a polar bear exhibit, guys. It needs lighting, too. I just realized it doesn't really have any lighting. Yeah. DJ quit. Oh, yeah. Oh, I was going to head over to planning and see what was going on there. He was working on something. It's alright. We'll see if more people come on, and if not, it's not the end of the world. There is always that chance. Let's see. So I still have some glass, but not a lot. But I still don't have any sea lanterns. So what I think I'm going to do is head on over to the Guardian farm and see what the situation is. Yeah, sure, I'll head on over. What you got? You need cookie. I'm very impressed. Oh, okay. Oh, this thing? You did this? Sweet. It's kind of neat. Doesn't have much of an interior, does it? I like the top side. It's pretty good. Somebody was messing around up here a while back. Yeah, Foodie QC. was just slapping water on stuff. I don't know if that's a friend of yours or something. I got the idea that you knew him. No, it's nice. It's got kind of a 1930s New York skyscraper vibe to it. A little bit brutalist, a little bit Art Deco. Not bad at all. Very cool. I was going to come check out this studio that, okay. Yeah, he cleaned it up when I saw him, but I was about to ban him for grief. This is somebody's parkour. Oh, I remember this. Some kid came on. I was like really interested in building a parkour. And I told him, build something on planning. If it's fun, you can do it somewhere else. And he built something on planning. Battlefield 1943 was a pretty good game. It was back when Battlefield games still had single-player modes, and the mission-based game was kind of fun, actually. I enjoyed that. Or maybe it wasn't. Maybe this is one that Floofy's built or something. I'm not sure. I miss Floofy's. I wish Floofy's would come back. And Flake. But they'll be back. They always come back. Hey, Turkey. Welcome back. All right. So I think the plan now needs to be, well, we need to put some snow in here. I want to replace enough of the water that the polar bear can't really like get stuck in it. He's more than one wide, so we can still have water. And at some point, I think we should probably find it a mate, because one polar bear, kind of sad. And set up a little access area. Maybe we can have like an underwater viewing area where you could like go down here and look at them through a porthole or something. That might be neat, you know. Make it a little more zoo-like. But right now, glowstone. Not glowstone. Sea lanterns. Also, technically, these are kind of player traps, so I should fill them up with dirt or something while they're still in progress. Because if you don't have build permissions, you fall down one of those without a burrow, you're kind of screwed. A little bit. Pork chop. Well, pork chop hasn't been around in a long time. But he never really was. I mean, he played a little bit when we first started the server. He was around a lot before we started the server. Yeah, alright, fair enough. Sometimes they don't come back. Often they come back, but not always. How's that? Bye, Candy. Hi, Skeleton. Bye, Skeleton. Oh, you know how it is. Everybody gets bored of the game after a while, and they go do something else. You can't find a cow, really? Cows are not exactly hard to find, generally. You setting up your own farm over by your base? Is that what you're doing? The minecarts are now named Minecart again. Thanks, Stately. You're the fixiest. I'll put Bob in here too. They don't spawn in snow biomes, I think. Do they? I don't think cows spawn in snow biomes. Ooh. Almost knocked everything over. As it stands, I only knocked half of everything over. Yeah, did you get into the alpha teal? I've seen some video. I've seen some gameplay. It looks like good fun. It's still Battlefield. Just not my genre. And don't get me wrong, it's not my genre because of the game. It's more not my genre because of the players. The kind of people who play Battlefield and Call of Duty just make me want to murder people through the internet. Once you get your computer to finally restart Waffles, you really need to turn automatic updates off. Let it notify you of updates, but don't download them, and then you can just install them once every so often when you know you're not going to be using your computer for the next 2 hours. Your Intel driver? You're not on an Intel video card, are you? Oh, I took a wrong turn there. Knew I should have turned left at Albuquerque. So, the Guardian farm has been out of service more or less ever since we updated to 1.9 because the glass elevators that Stormy and Kobe use, sorry, nothing personal, because the glass elevators that Stormy and Kobe use don't work anymore, or at least not in the way they configure them. Now, I don't know for sure if no glass elevators work anymore, but I think they've all stopped working, so we might have to, if we want to get that thing back into business, we're going to walk. You know what? We're going to walk. We're going to do this the old-fashioned way. Mark II podal propulsion. Yes, you heard it right. Podal. It sounds ghastly. We're mostly going to walk because there is no railroad to the Guardian farm. Matter of fact, I think half of our players don't even know we have a Guardian farm. Now that there are netherwort blocks and bricks, I'm thinking I should probably make like a big semi-auto netherwort farm. And you're fairly certain your monitor isn't hooked up to the Intel video. You should probably just like physically disable the Intel onboard video from the BIOS, because that's always just a nightmare. So where is this ghast? Is there one nearby? Always need tears these days because Ender Dragon. We've sanitized our nether pretty well though. I mean, you can get all over the map without really ever getting exposed to anything too dangerous. Hold on a second. Sorry, my Discord chat wasn't scrolling for some reason. So, Guardian Farm. As you can see, many Guardians. This is good. And then to get in here, we need... Oh, somebody broke it. Did somebody break it? That's not how it's supposed to look, is it? I guess maybe it is. I can't really tell. I think somebody's been messing with it. The problem is, though, I need redstone to get in. Did this stop working? Did everything stop working? Figure if we're going to clean this place up, we might as well clean it up. Kobe destroyed Prismarine. Why is this all powered and messed up? No, 7989. Oh, that might be a bit too much. Yeah, something's gone wrong here, clearly. And I think it's this. I don't think either of these things are supposed to be here. Well, something's clearly wrong with the doors. And there's supposed to be a sticky piston here, which I just broke but isn't in my inventory, so that's nice. Oh, right. There we go. Alright. So what I'm trying to work out here is why these things are powered. I can see no legitimate reason for them to be powered right now. Okay. Alright. So the idea here is that, and this is reasonably straightforward, this is very clearly broken. Somebody seems to have made a mess down here. Either that or Minecraft just got itself out of sync. Not quite sure which of the two. I can't really see what's supposed to be going on here. I mean, this looks like just a permanent source of power. So I guess something's happening up top. I don't know. Fixing other people's builds is always kind of challenging. Oh crap. Alright, I'm gonna have to go up there and put that back. And for now I'm going to... Did I pick up any redstone along the way? I did. What a fortunate coincidence. There we go. So that still works at least. And then what's going on up here? It's a mystery. Like seriously, it's a mystery. Entirely unclear. This has nothing to do with it. It's this right here. And what we're looking at is I think they're both supposed to power when they're here. This might have to wait for another day. I'm gonna need some assistance getting this sorted out, I think. But the basic idea is fairly straightforward. This is supposed to push out. I'm not quite sure why there are 4 of them instead of, say, 2. For now, I'm just going to try to put back what I can so that it doesn't look too bad. Leave it open. Just the 2 of us. We can make it if we try. just the two of us. I guess that's okay for now. And this is just somebody messing around, I think. Ah, crud. I'm gonna... just roll that back because I'm not exactly sure what I broke. This still works, so that's fine. Only it doesn't, so that's not fine. Ugh. I'm making it worse. I'm trying to fix it and I'm making it worse. Now, what was the deal here? I clearly broke that, so I'm going to have to put it back. But I'm not quite sure what broke. That would be a signal line from here, right? Which would have gone there. As far as I can tell. Yeah, okay, so that wasn't too bad. Bob the Deconstructor. I'm not quite sure what the pattern here was supposed to be. I just know that this doesn't seem right. Anyway, this is like the secret exit. Okay, so that still works at least. This is the problem right here. There's this elevator, or it used to be an elevator, that carried all of the materials up. And as you can see, it hasn't been elevatoring for a while, so the supplies are running very low, and especially the crystals. So this whole mechanism really kind of needs to be replaced by, I guess, a regular piston elevator. I mean, hopper elevator. Battlefield 1 is not on the PS3, no. What video card do you have? I mean, why are you switching from Intel to NVIDIA? Quiet on the server today. Oh, nicely done, Stately. Going through the door 101. Really? Did I still not make it through the frickin' door? How hard can it be? So glass elevators, right? They don't work anymore. We need to replace this whole thing with something that does work, basically. Oh, and I should seal this off too. Quiet and lonely. The lost and the lonely. You know it. So what we'll do here is we'll just replace that, but we're not going to worry about it right now. I'm kind of... Frankly, I didn't build this. I wasn't really even involved in the build. It was just kind of done one day. I came by, I checked it out, and it was just finished. So I'm not even entirely clear on how to get down to the collection layer. Let's have a quick look around, see if we can find any obvious, because the Intel one sucks. Yeah, look, you don't get to choose between using an Intel driver and a NVIDIA driver for the same video card. If you have a NVIDIA video card, you're going to use a NVIDIA driver, and if you have an Intel video card, you've got to use an Intel driver. It's not like one or the other. Those are just decorative. So, how do we get down there, is the question. To the killing area. Let's just Well, let's have a look. That was reasonably easy, I suppose. Doesn't really solve anything, though. I don't know if there's like a formal way to get down there, frankly. But let's see. Let's take a look. This isn't anything, I'm pretty sure. Trapdoor here. That's not a trapdoor, that's just smooth stone. I thought it was a trapdoor. Anything? Is there any way to get down? This looks like it might be a way to get down. Yes. Okay, this is all kind of iffy, but we'll take what we can get. And if it's all the same to y'all, gotta fill this in real quick because this is just an accident waiting to happen. I think they just stumbled into a cavern while they were getting all this set up. So y'all remember this design, right? The good old-fashioned glass item elevator. Finish the exterior. Who are you talking to? Finish the exterior? That's probably because you have built-in Intel video on your motherboard, and the NVIDIA card is a separate card, but that doesn't mean you can switch between drivers. You just need to... well, the best thing you can do is disable the Intel on BIOS. Oh, I see. You finished the exterior. Well, let's go have a look. Where are you? Oh, that's nice. Yeah, that's pretty. I like it. It's a cool build. Kind of a penthouse up top. Got that Victorian... well, it's not really Victorian. It's kind of Art Deco-ish window style going on. It's very cool. So what are we going to do about this, though? We've got the materials coming in from over there. This is obviously not set up for easy viewing, but we got the materials coming in from over there. And it used to be this mechanism would push them up, but now they just sit there. So what we need to do is get a standard... I guess a standard hopper elevator to move them up. And they're perfectly good hopper elevators, that's not the problem. Look at all that fish coming out there. But it is gonna take a bit of building. So I guess... hey, check it out, I found some gold. I'm always short on gold, so this stuff's getting dug up. It's a nice chasm. I'm not here to explore chasms, though. I'm also not here to be stuck here forever, but that might not be something I have a whole lot of choice on. I didn't really pay attention how I got in here, frankly. That was funny. I almost glitched through the ceiling or something. PvP disabled. I need to fix that. There's I use custom code to prevent PvP because there are areas where PvP is allowed, and if I just like do a hard disable of PvP. That doesn't work, so I have my own code, and I had to change it so that you can't damage yourself. BIOS? You've never heard of BIOS. Okay. Alright. Seriously, I'm not sure how to get out of here. Oh, here it is. Alright. I guess what I'll do is I'll go get a whole lot of redstone and some cobblestone. And we'll see what we can do here. Is there a formal way out of this? Because I just kind of dug a hole in the ceiling and dropped through that, but I'm thinking that can't have been the idea. One thing you should do is just make sure your monitor is plugged into your video card and not into your motherboard video output. Because that could also be an issue. Right, I was up here and I kind of just don't want to damage anything if I can avoid it. But I guess I'm just going to have to go up the same way I came down. Just put a little hole in the ceiling here, I suppose. The hell? Oh, derp. Half slabs, because no spawny. That should work. Yeah, that's just fine. Oops, that's the wrong one. Alright, but for now, I think that's going to do it, because it's been very quiet here today, and frankly, it's not much fun streaming when there's only one other person on. So, thank you for tuning in, guys. I will swing by again tomorrow and we'll do it some more. Tomorrow we're going to do some Toy Box, and hopefully I'll have a couple of new things to test out on Toy Box. Maybe not, no guarantees, but we got our week of Toy Box coming up and that's going to be fun. So thank you everybody, and I'll see you next time.